Hi everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome back to my studio. Today we have an exciting new project that I think you guys are going to really like. It does require some specific supplies, however, and I apologize for that. I really don't like causing people to run out and buy stuff because I have been the victim of those type of videos in the past. You see something that someone's done, it looks really cool, but it used some specialized things that, you know, perhaps you don't have, and you run out and buy this stuff and you never use it again. So anyway, I apologize. I have a digital kit here in front of me. The kit itself is not important. It's just one I like, and I like the colors and everything else. If I remember, I will link the kit below. It's an Etsy shop. If you like this kit and want to get it yourself. But it is not necessary to have this particular kit. Like I said, I just like the colors of it. So I enjoy using it. What you will need, however, is a file folder that is legal size. And in the US, that measurement is, what is it, 14 and 3/4 inch long, and the width is, including including this right here, which we're going to be cutting off, but including this, the measurement is 9 inches. So it's 14 and 3/4 by 9, and it's a US legal size file folder. I don't know what a comparable one would be in the UK. I'm sure there is something that is close enough that you can do this. All right, so first of all, what we're going to do is we want to cut off this extra stuff here. So I am looking at where, see where this is right here. Oh, I hope I'm in. Hang on, let me check. I'm not sure. I tried to adjust where my camera is, so I apologize if I don't stay in. See, if I have that there, then things are going to show as long as I'm not above that. Okay. Sorry. I just want to make sure. I've noticed that some of my videos are way too close. And yeah, I want to make sure that you see everything and it's close enough to be able to see what I'm doing. But yeah, the struggle is, as Yoda would say. Anyway, we're looking for this little notch right here. We want to eliminate any of this business right here. Same way on this side, we want to eliminate this stuff. So, oh, look at that. It's bigger than my cutter. Whee! Okay. Never mind. We'll do it the old-fashioned way, won't we? No worries. Okay, so I'm going to line this up on my mat. It's great to have one of these grid mats for these instances. Where is that? That's right there. So if I cut this at 13 3/4, that should cut off all that extra stuff. Just trying to get the top and the bottom to be lined up on my grid thing, and it's proving to be a little tricky. All right. And we're gonna, well, actually, you know what? We might as well just do one cut. So hang on. So the whole thing is 11.5. So why don't we go ahead and cut it at 11.5. So you want to measure from where the fold is. I hope I'm in. Gee, I can't see, guys, if I'm in frame or not. Okay, I am. All right, I got plenty of, okay, never mind. Okay, so we want to cut from where the fold is up to 11 inches. Wait, yeah, is that right? I have a prototype that I kind of worked out. Wait a minute. All right, the fold. Okay, up from the fold. Never mind. I was wrong again. Okay, up from the fold, we want to be about 5.5 inches. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so up from the fold, we want to be 5.5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Okay, I'm glad I caught myself. All right, 5.5 inches up from the fold. So, yeah, might as well just do one cut rather than two. I try to avoid, you know, scissor cutting, especially for long, you know, cuts like this, because I'm scissor impaired. I don't cut straight at all. It's awful. I don't know how they do it. It's amazing to me how some people cut straight using their scissors. Okay, so now we've got a long strip that looks like this, right? And now we want to measure. All right, so we have math. All right, so this is, yeah, 14 3/4. So, we want 4 sections. Hang on. Talks amongst yourselves. Get out my calculator here. Okay, we have, well, let's just go with 15 because I can't do 14 3/4 on, I suppose some people could, but I can't do fractions. So 15 inches divided by 4 equals 3.75. So we're going to take our ruler here. Okay, so it's 3.75, but we know one of them is going to be a little bit less than that. So I want the left side to be the smaller panel. Okay, so we're going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, and 7.5 would be right here. Okay. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3, and 7.5 would be here. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, and 7.5 would be here. Okay, so that means that these three sections are 3 inches, 3.75 or 3 3/4 inches, and this left panel, the first panel, is about 3.5, give or take a little notch there. Not wholly important. It's more important that these three panels are gonna match up. This first one can be a little smaller. Okay. All right, now with those measurements marked on your file folder, we want to score. So we're going to, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? Oh my heavenly days. Let's see. I did this on my other score pad, and I think it's gonna work out great for this one too. So I'm just gonna run a bead at the 6-inch mark. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to line this up. You know what? No, that's not going to work either. Hang on. Oh, okay. All right, this is beginning to be... All right. Okay. We're going to double back here. All right, get everything lined up. And this little mark that we made, we're going to take that mark and put it up here so we can see on our score sheet where to put the score lines. Okay, so there we go. Now we're back on track. Cross fingers. Okay, so here we are. We've cut, we've measured, coming from the right to the left. So we have this left panel is a little bit smaller than the rest of them. Okay. And we're going to make a score line all the way down. All the way down. And I like to do it a couple of times just because this is file folder, so it's a little bit, you know, heavier than most paper. And the last one. Like so. All right, I'm gonna put this away because I don't believe that's going to be needed again. All right, so what I'm going to do now, you guys don't need to do this. Wait a minute. I decided on colors. You guys don't need to do this. I am doing this just to help you see better what I'm going to do. Okay? So I am going to take, I pulled out a couple of inks that I want to use for this project. And hopefully this will help you. Let's score. And this score. Okay. So I want to make sure that you guys are seeing what I'm going to do here, because this is a highly important step. Okay, so this first score here and the last score here, what we want to do is cut on this score line and then across on the fold and then on this score line, and we want to remove this section right here. Okay, I'm going to pause so you can pause the video if you need to. All right, so again, we're going to cut to the fold line, not past, not before, but to it. There, if you fold that first one back out of your way, then it makes it a little easier. And then you want to cut on the fold line to this first score line that we had on the left, and then cut that. So this always helps me when I'm watching someone's video. This is the shape we should have, and this is what was cut out. Okay, so if you can see that, this is what we have. That's what was cut out. Okay, got it? Good. All right, now what we want to do is this score line right here, this middle one. We've got one here and one here, and we have this middle one. We want to bring that forward. Okay, get out my bone folder. So you want to fold that upwards, okay, and fold that score line in. So this is where we are. We come up and crease that, and then this one we crease like that, and then this flap comes down like that. And this last score line we want to fold forward and crease there, and this comes down like that. So I will open this back up. This is what we have. Okay, so this score line is folded up and those are brought together, and then they all come in like this. I hope that makes sense, but everything lines up really perfectly except for this first one has a little bit of a gap where it comes in a little shorter. Now, if you want to do the math and figure it out, I'm sure there's a way you can get all three or all four panels to be the same size and not have this difference. I'm actually going to make use of this difference. So, and we might even trim this off to make more of a difference. In fact, I think we will. But if you want all of them to be the same, then I'm sure the math can be done to get there. But I am not doing that. I'm gonna embrace the difference, and like I said, I think I'm gonna be trimming off a little bit of this to make that even more of a gap. So I'm gonna embrace the gap. But you know, anyway, so now this is what we have. And what we want to do is glue, and I'm going to use my reptile glue, is this middle one that comes together here. We want to glue these two sides and the bottom together, okay? So bring those together, and we want to glue along the side and across the bottom. Okay, so this middle section is now glued across the bottom and here in like the spine area, I guess you would call it. So it's glued like that. Now this last one, this flap can come forward or backward. I like to have it backward just because it's not in the way of this fold, if that makes sense. Okay, so this back flap, bring it to the back, and what we want to do here is glue along this inner side and across the bottom. Okay, so like that. Okay, So here's what we have now. We have this front one that still has the flap. We have this middle one that's been glued together and is forming a top pocket. Okay, and then the back one has, the flap has been glued down, and that's creating a side pocket. Isn't that fun? Okay, so this is where we are right now, guys. We are going to save the rest for another day. So, you know, get your materials, find decorative paper that you want to use. It can be anything. So find decorative paper you want to use. Find your inks if you want to ink. This is not necessary, but if you want to ink, find the inks that's going to work with the papers you're going to use. And we'll rejoin this in part 2. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Please hit like. Please leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, I welcome you to our family of all things junk journals. So until next time, take care of you, love each other, and I will see you again. Bye.